All right. We are live at 5 once again. Man, look, I'm actually excited about this one because we get to knock the rust off and the dust off, man. We didn't go live the whole last week, so we're going to make it up to everybody. We're not going to be draggy and getting back into the groove. We're going to jump right back into this thing. If this is your first time here, welcome back to a community breakdown. Today we're in Davenport, Florida. My name's Christian Clay. The guests that I bring onto the show are rockstar agents that are on my real estate team, like Mr. Josh Willis here. And this is what you're going to get today. You're going to get a driving tour so you can see what it looks like going into the community. We want you to get the real. We're going to talk about numbers. Uh-oh, don't hit that vehicle there. Look at that sign. This is perfect. Look, welcome to Davenport, Florida. But yeah, you're going to get all the numbers, the fees. We're going to give you a home tour, so relax, hold your horses on that, and hopefully answer as many questions for you all as you can. If you're watching live, chime in. If you're watching on the back end, hit the thumbs up button. Mr. Willis, what's going on, big dog?
What's going on, everybody?
You could tell we are a little. Hold on. We're getting
Hey,
back in the
there we
groove. I'm
go.
a little late
There we
on my
go.
ad libs here. Question for you: Are you speeding this footage up, or are you driving that fast?
Well, this is kind of like a main road, so I believe the speed limit was like 45 here. I think I'm at least going 44.
Perfect. That's what we want to hear, man. We're setting a good example for the people. Tell them a little bit about what we're going to be looking at today, and I'll kind of show them on the map where it's located, etc.
Yeah, so we're going to be checking out Geneva Landings over in Davenport. It's kind of like centrally located. It's not in the city part of Davenport, but it's not in the town part of Davenport. It's kind of like right in between. So you're going to be right by the hospital. You're right by quite a few schools, and it's prime location. They're going to have about 500 homes. It's going to be by Highland Homes. And this particular community is going to be a 3 to 6 bed, 2 to 3 bath. You're going to have homes that range from 1,400 all the way up to 3,200. And all the lots out here are 50 foot. So not the normal 40 foot that we see at a lot of these communities.
Yep. And where would I place this home builder? I mean, I would put them as they're that tweener, right? Like a lot of our
Yeah.
entry level buyers are first time buyers are purchasing with this builder, but you also have some people that are like, hey, my family's growing. I'm not necessarily ready for that big custom dream home, right? So I'm moving up with this builder as well. I'd put them right in between, especially at the price points that we're seeing.
Yeah, you can get spec homes with them, but you can also get to be builds and design the majority of the interior of your home.
Yep. What are the pros and cons of that? Somebody that wants to design their home versus a spec home that's already built out.
The spec home, your price point is your price point. If you're going to take it and design it yourself, that price is going to continue to probably raise on up a little bit.
Yep, that's exactly right. And the time, too, right? Like, so a lot of people
Yeah.
are under some time constraints, whether it's summertime and having to get done before the kids start school, or maybe you have like a job opportunity, etc. Sometimes building has a lot of times when you build, it's typically like 8 to 12 months. We're seeing somewhere around 8 months. Every builder is going to be slightly different. But I would say another thing is we're getting great incentives on the spec homes for our people, right? These builders are building
Oh
them,
yeah, for sure.
and what they want to do is they're trying to sell these things, right? So it's a business at the end of the day, and our job is to make sure that we slow the business down for you, and you all get the best opportunity out there.
Yeah, this particular community, it's a 6 to 8 month build time if you're going to do the to be build, and that 6 to 8 months is once it breaks ground. That's not,
Once it breaks ground.
once they get the foundation laid, you can count 6 to 8 months from there.
Very nice. So let's talk a little more really quick before we push into this community more. I was showing everybody where where Davenport is located, where this community is located, just to give you an identity of location here. So here's Orlando, here's Tampa. I always bring up Lakeland. It's kind of coming into its own. Davenport is, so let's zoom in a little bit here. So here is Disney. and here's Interstate I-4. Here's Four Corners, Champions Gate. This Champions Gate area is becoming pretty cool. I kind of like what's going on there. But if you cruise down Highway 27, all of this is Davenport right here. Actually, just a little north of 27 is as well, or I-4. My apologies. But here's your community right here. As he was saying, it's kind of halfway down towards Haines City, but north of Haines City. It's like South Davenport, North Haines City right here. And, there's a hospital right over here. You have Posner Park over here with a ton of shopping. If you haven't seen our other videos, take a look at them because I'm going to name off the same thing. What are the things that I always name off at Posner?
You got your Best Buy, BJ's Wholesale, you got your movie theaters,
Dick's Sporting Goods,
Target, Dick's, JCPenney's.
You got to go in there and try out the putters, man. So, but yeah, no, I mean, so the types of people that we've been seeing reaching out about Davenport are people that they're a little more conscious, right? So cost cautious, if that makes sense. Meaning that they love the things that are around Orlando, but they don't want to pay, $600,000, $800,000 for a home. Maybe it's their first time or they're moving up. In Davenport, you're seeing a lot of competition, a lot of builders in Davenport. So prices have to adjust with the demand and the amount that we have out here. So.
Yeah. And like you were touching on with the location, I mean, that's one of the prime things about this is you're still close to I-4. You're real close to shopping. You're 7 minutes from the hospital. And it still only takes you, give or take, 30 minutes to get to Disney, depending on traffic. And then
go ahead. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
No,
I was just going to say.
I see what you're doing here. Go ahead, man. All you. Go for it.
No, I was just going to say, and on top of that, they got 3 schools, elementary, middle, and high school, all within 4 miles of this community. You got Ridge Community High School, Boone Middle, and Davenport Elementary.
So schools aren't an issue right now. Like we're seeing a lot of people come to Davenport, and I can see in the future they're going to need more schools. But right now and Ridge is still somewhat of a newer high school, right? That's not even, maybe 15 years old? I guess that's old now.
Oh, you making me feel old, man.
Yeah, because you went there when it opened up, right? Check this out, though, real quick. Take a look at this view. You see how it's somewhat hilly, and we talk about this quite a bit, how Davenport is a part of the Ridge. So you got like Davenport, and then you go into Claremont, then you go into Mineola, and you notice that the hills get bigger. So this is that midsection of Florida is like a spine. There's a ridge there. But another thing, you get some topography in some of these communities in Davenport. Now, I must say, Davenport is not for everybody. If you think that, you're going to come here and all of the infrastructure is brand new, you're mistaken. Davenport has been around for a long time, right? So there's a lot of old pockets of homes. There's a lot of pieces of property that has 5, 6, 7 acres. There's orange groves here and there. So, although you see these beautiful communities, the inside of it, the reason why we do these videos for you, so you can see the drive on the outside leading into and see if it's something that's for you visually. Yeah,
for sure. Especially when you get into the downtown part of Davenport, it's really, really old.
Downtown Davenport? You mean that one street?
I mean, it's still called downtown Davenport, even though it's only the size of, a dollar bill.
Talk to us about the fees out here, man. Give the people, it looks good. You see the hills? Everybody sees the hills. Hit the thumbs up. There's hills here. But yeah, talk to them about the fees, man.
Yeah, so your HOA is only going to be $150 a year. Your CDD is going to be a little higher. It's $170 a month. You have a cabana, a pool, playground, and you have walking areas. However, at this time, this builder is offering to buy down your CDD all the way down.
Whoa. They know it's coming. So hang in there with us. We're going to break all of that stuff. Look at the hills, guys. Just relax. All right, but we're gonna get their CDD bought down for them, is what you're saying.
Yeah, exactly.
My apologies for cutting you off, though. I didn't want to spill the beans yet. We have some numbers we're gonna run at the very end, show you guys what you could be saving.
So you're saying I was about to kill your sauce?
You're gonna kill my sauce, man. This is my show. No, I'm joking. Um, all right, so let's give them a quick home tour and show them the type of product that this builder offers, and we're gonna go over everything with you. We'll give you the pros and the cons, who it's for, who it's not for, the process, the numbers, all of that good stuff. So, we ready to roll on this thing?
Oh yeah,
All right.
yeah. So today we're going to be checking out the Parson model. It's a 3 bedroom, 2 bath, 1,545 square feet, 2 car garage, and this is more of your craftsman style home.
Yep. Love the elevation here. I love these big pillars up front. Let me know in the comment section, is this for you? Is it not for you? Do you hate it? Do you love it? At the entry level price point, you don't see a lot of this, right? So visually inside of the community, it feels different. One more time, what was the square footage?
1545.
Okay. We're going to take a look at the finishes in here and show you what they have to offer. We have 6 people in here. We have 3 likes. I'm going to find you. Let's get to it.
I tried to stay off the St. Augustine because it was looking mighty fresh out there that day.
This is let's see if you give us a porch. Oh, man,
Oh man, come on.
Perfect.
bro, you're the man. You're the man. Thanks for giving us the porch view here. That's a good size front porch. I can see 2, 3 rockers up there. Definitely plenty of space for the packages that my wife orders regularly. Plenty of space.
Yeah, I was digging the front porch.
Okay, everybody. All right. Yeah. Once we give you this price point, you're gonna be like, okay, they're right there with DR, Lennar, KB, and look what you see right when you walk in, an elevated ceiling. Right. Keep in mind, this custom woodwork that you're looking at, it doesn't come with, but they're just showing you things that you could do.
Now they actually call that the airy volume ceiling.
I knew it. So this foyer, it's 1,500 square foot, right? 1,545 square foot. So I'm interested in seeing what they've done with the square footage. Coat closet here, aka the umbrella closet in Florida, right? We don't really do coats unless it's a raincoat, but if I see you running around with a raincoat, that's awkward. Umbrellas, people.
And you got your LVP flooring all throughout,
Mm-hmm. Yep,
except
I
in the
love it.
bedrooms.
Love the can lights. Love the vaulted ceilings for 1,500 square foot. I mean, this is an open floor plan, and you see how big the island is.
Oh,
Um,
dude, that island is massive.
yeah, it's definitely a big island, and then you have your laundry room, which is kind of your mud area. You're coming in from the garage if you're doing lawn work, like I have to do on the weekend. You throw your stuff directly in the washing machine right there. You don't have to track it through the home. Pretty simple layout. A lot of builders do it, but something to notate for you all. Oh man, another entryway here. What do we
Uh,
have?
they had like a little closet over here.
I like this. This is cool because, okay, so this is your HVAC system. One is you don't have to climb in an attic to service it on an annual basis. You'll know when it gets hot in Florida, you're going to have to service this AC unit. A lot of our past clients that we have know, they get tips on a monthly basis, right? So when you become a VIP client of ours, you'll get monthly tips with my face, and I'm just like, remember to do this. Remember to pay this bill. One of the things is how to service these HVAC systems. So to have it downstairs where you can just get to it right away is awesome. But 1,500 square foot, and then you have this little extra storage area for paint buckets, shovels, things like that, that would take up some space in the garage. Pretty cool. I like it. All right, one thing to note with this builder is, do they have upgrades? Yes, they do. But their standard is going to be this. I think they call it a luxury.
It's
It's
like
a Formica countertop, right?
it's like Selly stone or so. It's stone. It's a form of
Oh, is this a stone? This is in their Formica?
yeah.
Cool,
They got Formica in the bathroom. This is
cool.
actually stone. It's a form of quartz.
Hey,
Like
let
it's
me
it's
just zip it,
considered
bro.
quartz, but it's stone.
You give us the tour. Obviously it's been a while for me. There's a reason why I have these guys on my team because my butt doesn't leave this seat. I'm just doing work all day. So
It was the first time I had seen. I had to go on and research like what exactly that was, and
yeah.
then I realized that it's a style of quartz.
Yeah, I'm used to them seeing. I'm used to seeing them do the luxury Formica. So
Yeah,
here's kind
they
of
do
this.
have those in the bathroom.
Cool. So we'll be able to see that because you'll. They actually do offer a lot of that in their standard packages here. But you have this kind of dining nook area. Let me know in the comments down below. Whenever you watch this, are you an island eater or do you need some sort of dining den or something like that? Let me know. I'm an island eater. Sit at the island every morning, every evening.
Yeah,
Yep.
one thing I kept looking at up in the ceiling is just how many of those can lights they have up there. Like that house is well lit.
Yeah. And a lot of natural light too with the sliding glass doors as well. I must say, 1,500 square foot. This is a nice pantry
It's
for
pretty good
1,500.
size, right?
Heck yeah, that's it. For 1,500 square foot, we're gonna give them a 4.6 stars. Great job. That's a big pantry. Holy cow.
Yeah, for that square footage, that's pretty massive.
One thing to note when you're buying at this square footage, there's going to be compromise, people, right? There's price compromise, there's space compromise, there's covered lanai compromise, there's countertop compromise. Because remember, what we're trying to do is get you something that fits the majority of your goals and can get you in a good price point for yourself too. So there's some compromise in there. For this particular model, the pantry's not one.
No, it's definitely not.
So it looks like a standard room. And you have your bifold closet doors, custom woodwork, which doesn't come with people.
It can
Okay.
for a price.
No, you know what? That closet's interesting. Man, I wish you went into that closet, man. We need to give you so we have this and we have this.
Perfect.
But we have to when you miss something, we have to hit you with something. We gotta find the ad lib. Look at this closet here. Yeah. I wonder if it goes way back in there. I would assume it does.
I had to go in at least one, I'm sure.
Okay, let's see if you did.
Maybe it was this next one.
So yeah, so is this the luxury Formica? Yep, looks
Yeah,
like it.
this will be your Formica.
Cool. Potential to have that inside the kitchen, people. I don't know. Look at the tile up the roof. Look at the tile to the ceiling. It's not that insert, which I like, right? The reason why I like that is because, you got water splashing everywhere, so it's fully sealed. And, when you're walking inside the insert, you can feel it. Dunk, 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 dunk. And your potential nursery, people. So 3.2, 1,500 square foot. So far, I mean, I'm interested in seeing what this primary suite's going to look like. But what I love most about it is the front porch. I love the pantry. I like that little HVAC area inside of the garage and the open floor plan. That's a big, comfortable living space for 1,500 square foot.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, they really use the space well in this home for being 1,500.
Yeah, look, and then the room pushes back. Okay, that looks like a king size bed to me. They have the
Yeah,
45
definitely a
degree
king
angle
size.
wall. Two windows. Uh-oh.
Oh,
We have
got
a
caught.
we have a realtor sighting, and that is a hey, look. So that's your water closet, obviously, right? Plenty of space for the feet, leaning over on the cell phone, reading articles and such. That's a big walk-in closet. Hey, so you missed the closet.
I was hoping you forgot about that already.
Yeah, no, sir. No, sir. I forget a lot of things, but closets, not one of them, bro. And look at the
Yeah,
shower. This is a nice walk-in shower, 1,500 square foot. So I already know the price point, but tell people what the price point of this, what they're selling this price point at.
so this home right here is starting around the 335 mark. Obviously, the way it's done up in this video, it would be a little bit more, but this model is starting at the 335.
Hey, everybody, Davenport, Florida, 30 minutes to Disney, 335 with this type of shower is a good deal. I like this shower.
Absolutely.
I like this shower. Yeah. And we're talking to the entry level people, right? We're talking to our first time buyers and, people that are potentially moving up, not with this square footage exactly. And come on, man. These people love closets. So this builder originated from Lakeland. So they're from Central Florida. So they can build a product like this at the price point that's competing with your DRs and your Lennars and KBs. I've already brought that up before, but it's a good size room. All right. Let's see what else we have. We got to see the lanai. 5 people, 5 likes.
Obviously, every backyard wouldn't be like this, but this backyard, I mean, it's really, really cool looking with this high wall. We were talking about in the driving part, it's very hilly out here.
Yep.
So this is on the bottom of the hilly.
I would love to know what you all think about this, because parts of North Winter Haven, Haines City, there are communities in Haines City that have these type of walls in the backyard. Sometimes you're the people up here, right? But a lot of times you can be down here. What's your thoughts on that? Haines City, Davenport, Claremont, all of those areas have these undulation, have like this topography in the community. So you may have a wall like this. Do you like it? Do you dislike it? Let me know. I think it's cool. Feels private. The only thing is what happens if you throw the football up top?
Oh man, that'd be a long walk up that hill.
He's worried about the walk. I'm worried about talking to the neighbors. Good size covered lanai. So 1,500 square foot, 33.5 on the price. So we're going to go over some numbers here, people. The things that I like about this home for the price point, I've already brought them up. Front porch, all of the freaking closets look great to me. The showers are awesome for the price point. But I want to go over some of these numbers. So hit us with I'm going to run this back so we have something kind of going, but hit us with the numbers or the incentives that they're giving you in this particular community.
So in this one, they're going to cover all your closing costs. They're going to cover all your prepaids. They're going to contribute 2 to 3% of the purchase price of the home towards buying your interest rate down. And like we were talking earlier, they're buying your CDD down as well.
So think of it like this, people. All right. Your closing costs are, your taxes for the first year, your insurance for the first year, sometimes your HOA and CDD for the first year. A lot of times it's what it cost the lender to originate your loan. There's a lot of these kind of prepaid fees in there. And let's just say your closing costs are about $15,000, right? Your closing costs are negotiable. That's something that we can get the builder to pay for you. And in fact, this builder is saying, yes, I will do that for you. Your down payment, that's a non-negotiable fee. You have to pay that fee. We can't get the builder to pay that, right? So for my first-time buyers, you may have heard of an FHA loan. FHA loan is 3.5%. Now, this is just a mortgage calculator that I pulled up, right? I just want to give you some numbers for a reference. I'm not a lender by any means. Willis, are you a lender?
Not a chance.
All right, cool. So this is just for numbers right here, okay? So $335,000 home at 3.5%. Oh, it didn't give me my down. Maybe I got to hit calculate. Here you go. So $11,000, roughly 12, non-negotiable, right? But then on top of that, that $15,000, that's the negotiable thing. We're going to get this builder at this time of shooting this video to cover that for you. And then you were saying that they're going to give an extra 2 to 3% to the buyer to take that money and buy their interest rate down, right?
Correct.
Cool. So 3% roughly is going to be about $10,000, right? So throwing $10,000 at the national average right now is somewhere near 7, a little higher, a little lower there. It's kicking this number back at a monthly payment of $2,700, right? Around 7%. If we can buy that down to just a 5.5% interest rate, look at that, $2,300 plus, right? Talk to them about the CDD buy down. What was the amount?
So the CDD out here is $170 a month. They're buying it down right now to $88 a month.
So that's a $90 savings monthly, right? So we're getting them to cover a lot of cash out of pocket already, right? We're estimating around 15 grand. We're getting them to make, if we can get you from a 7% interest rate, right? Here's your monthly right here, to a 5.5, here's your monthly right here, plus the $90,000, plus the $90 monthly that they're going to pay for the CDD for you, you're saving about $416. That's an estimate. That's if we can get you to a 5.5. What are some rates that we've gotten people recently to at the table?
I mean, we've seen what, 4.9s, 5.2s, 5.5s,
4.75s, like, yeah.
4.75s.
Yep. So something to think about. Obviously, everybody's file is going to be on a case by case basis, right? It's going to depend on how much you make, your how much debt you have. You know, it's like a debt to income ratio, and you know, your credit score and all of that. It's going to determine, okay, here's your base rate that you have, and you know, if we throw X amount of dollars at it, it can drop it to this. Sometimes they'll take that money and they'll buy some of your debt down because they need to drop down your DTI. So there's a million ways that you can play with it. You know, I would say always have an agent with you, because you don't want them to just throw that money anywhere and just say, here you go, move in, right? You want somebody to say, oh, whoa. One thing that I can say about the agents that are on my team is they're experienced enough to slow it down and, you know, make sure that you've exerted all of your options with that incentive money. So, which is important.
And while we're on the contract situation, this particular builder, to go under contract with them, all you've got to come out of pocket is $2,500, and then the rest of your down payment comes at closing.
There you go. So of that 3.5% that we were giving you in the example, $2,500 will put your deposit down, right? So you can hold on to that home site that you want until you get to closing, and then you can pay the remainder of that 3.5%. Bob has a good question. What about cash? It's a great question. Yeah, usually cash will not get, well, obviously, right? They're not going to give you a rate buy down incentive, right? But great question. We have been able to negotiate things, and we can't sit on here and say, we're going to get you this, Bob, but typically cash gets a lesser of an incentive. The thing about cash, right, is you got to remember these builders are wanting to protect the value of the homes in the community. You got to remember, if somebody buys a home for $300,000 and then you, Bob, come in with cash and you say, I want to use 20 grand of your incentive to buy it down, or to buy all you can do is the price down, right? Then, you know, everybody's value is going to then drop down 20 grand. So they don't want to do that. So cash, it's a little more difficult. Your closing costs are not going to be as expensive as our example of $15,000. You may be closer to like 7, somewhere around there. So we can definitely get that covered for you. I think that's something that could be doable, but then using extra money to throw at the price point it's going to be tough. We could probably knock down a few thousand, but you got to remember, right? You don't want to you don't want to mess up everybody else's equity in the community just because we want to knock your price of the home down 20 grand. I hope that makes sense to you. If it doesn't, just reach out to us. By the way, everybody, all, you know, email, phone numbers up top. You can text us, email, whatever's easiest for you. But that was a great question, Bob. Bob, where are you watching from? Man, hey, look, 1 week off. I'm sorry, everybody, for not, you know, releasing videos last week, but I was excited to get on, man. It was a long Monday, but I'm smacking myself in the face. I'm like, man, look, you gotta get on this camera, man. They don't care, you know, if you haven't been on for a week. They want the info. So hopefully we've given everybody the info that's needed. It's from Arizona. Where's the waste management thing at in Arizona? Is it in Arizona?
Phoenix, Arizona, I believe.
Phoenix, yeah.
Think Bob will take us to it?
What was that?
So will Bob take us to it? Can we come stay with you, Bob, for the waste management next year?
Hold on, we haven't met Bob yet. We're still, listen, do you see how my agents are, man? They the moment you talk to them, they're just friends for life, guys. So you don't have to worry about them being unfriendly, you know. Oh, Bob bought in Cascade. He's in Scottsdale. Oh, he said Scottsdale, Arizona is where it's at. Yeah, yeah. He
Oh,
bought in
okay.
Cascade. How do you like Cascade, man? I like Cascade. Lennar or
Yeah,
DR? Let us know.
it's a beautiful community.
Mm-hmm. I'm excited to see the amenity center
Yeah, me
emerge.
too.
Yeah, yeah. Also, Bob, let us know real quick before we get off. How do you like Davenport? Let everybody know if it stinks. Give us a thumbs down. If you absolutely love it, give us like a heart emoji or something like that, and then we'll wrap this up. Anything else though, Willis, for them?
No, not really. Just we can't be taking no more weeks off because it was hard to get back in the mojo of it.
That was rough. I almost couldn't get a sentence out of my mouth. I'm like, welcome back to the live. Yeah, no, we won't take weeks off, people. I promise you that. But it was spring break. I had agents that were on spring break. I had agents that were here picking up some of the work, and we work as a team. So, and I kind of took a slacker week too. I was like, my daughters were at home, and I'm like coming home early to kind of hang out with them a little bit, and it is what it is, people. Let's see if he got the Freedom model. So yeah, he's with the Freedom. That's a cool model. That's with
That's
Lennar. You have the
yeah,
mother-in-law suite.
Lennar.
That's a cool
Yeah,
model.
that
I do like that
Freedom
model.
model's nice.
Yeah. Too bad you can't. You're technically not supposed to rent that mother-in-law suite out. I wonder if there's people that do that. I wonder if you can
Yeah,
Airbnb that. No, you can't. You can't short-term in those communities. Yeah.
no short term.
No, this model, people, has like a real mother-in-law suite. So it's not just a wing on the home. It pretty much like you could probably put a bookcase in front of that door right there. It has its own entrance and kitchenette and all that good stuff. So good for you, Bob.
Yeah,
Thank you for
they have
stopping in.
two front doors.
There's two front doors. Yeah. Thank you for stopping in. Everybody else, man, I appreciate you all for watching. If you're watching on live, thank you for hitting the thumbs up button. If you're watching on the on repeat, let us know in the comment section what you think about this home. What do you like? What do you dislike? And what are some other areas that you want us to cover for you? Like, we're out in these communities on a daily basis. So, if there's something that you want us to capture for you, let us know. If it's more of a personal level where you're like, hey, I like lot 101, or I like this model, like, can you show me the paint on this model, or whatever the case may be, I would say for that, send us a text or an email and we can definitely help you out with that. Bob says 1 year's rental is okay. Well, guess what, Bob? I want to see you in the comment section more, man. Thank you for stopping in. By the way, we appreciate everybody who's been subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe already. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up. We appreciate you for tuning in. We'll catch you guys on the next one.
Later.